Hey guys, tmanplays here with another Warno ranked game for you today, and we're going to be playing as the 7th Panzer versus the 5th Blinde. So, right off the bat, majority of forces is going to be on this right-hand side. That's because we're going pretty heavy in this area. That's one of my new favorite areas to push when I get the bad side of Gesa, because it puts a lot of pressure on the enemy in this open space. And on the left, just going defensive with some recon and a Conqueror's unit. Mirage 3 there, gonna kill one of my Mi-2Ts. For this reason, this is why we had two of them, because I figured he was gonna call out at least one Mirage, so that way at least one recon unit would make it through. And we see our opponent here coming pretty heavy with three Pumas with commandos. Zelhot trying to hit my special AF but we're gonna be able to unload that. So he does actually call out another Mirage there to destroy my Mi-2T there, but thankfully one of our motorized AF does survive, so it's providing us good recon on what he has here. Double Conquers, gonna try and hit this AMX-10RC, at least able to do a bit of damage there, and our Strela able to take down one of the Pumas. But yeah, all these planes are gonna cause me some issues as my Cube is already out of missiles here, and I didn't start it with supply, which was a bit of a mistake. So bought another Cube and trying to get some supply up to here as quickly as possible. T-72M gonna get in the corner here. We know his commandos are somewhere in this area now, so we do got to be careful. So we're gonna buy some infantry just to clear all these commandos out. And our T-72M's here doing a nice job of almost taking out one squad. See the ATGM plane coming in, so gonna smoke these guys off. Don't want to take any chances with that. And his planes are just starting to strafe all my infantry here, doing a lot of damage. So we see another commando unit here in the Super Puma, just gonna land right next to my tank. So trying to pull that back as quickly as possible, and trying to change the altitude on the helicopter, but we're a bit too late. Helicopter goes down, and our Cubes aren't ready to fire yet. So I am forced to buy the MiG-23ML. Gonna try and at least deal with one of these Mirages. All the missiles on this thing seem to miss though. Gonna retarget this other one. Not able to get a hit, and we're gonna be forced to evac. T-72 here, doing a good job dealing with the commandos out in the open. Do finally get our Cubes up, able to take out one of these Mirage 3s. And I'm just kind of pulling my tanks back, as I still know there's at least one commando unit here. Jaguar ATGM tries to come in for my CV, but we end up smoking that off. And Cubes desperately trying to kill one of his aircraft here. Or at least able to get the kill on another ATGM there. So because I unloaded the infantry early, we don't have to worry about the 850 meter range of this anti-tank launcher. And because this Super Puma can spot my CV, we are eventually going to pull this back in case he does decide to try and use another ATGM plane against that. And you can see, already out of supply again. Cubes don't have any missiles, so we're having to bring more supply for that, as my opponent was a bit more air heavy than I expected. Bomber going to be able to destroy the commandos there. And we see an AMX-10 RC coming in on the right, so gonna route my tanks, one of them defensively, one of them offensively, to try and deal with that. As we take out the Super Puma, now my tank is safe, so we can move that back into the objective. And Mistral unit going for my Mi-24D there, so we're gonna try and pull that back. And I do have some recon up now that we're gonna push up with this assault. Make sure there's nothing in this corner. And some more Strela 2Ms just to deal with any of these Gazelle Hots or Alouettes that he throws at us. So he's retreating his AMX-10 RC now, but we're easily going to be able to chase that down with the T-72M as soon as we can get the shot off. It's like he's going to make a mistake and stop it here, and that's going to allow our T-72M to finish that off. Going to move my helicopter a little aggressively to deal with the commandos. Sure enough, though, he has aircraft ready, and that's going to be able to take out the Mi-24. Do have my cubes back restocked with ammo. Not able to finish off the Mirage F1C, though. We're going to start pulling these cubes up just a little bit to maintain more air defense as our opponent gets a CV somewhere in this zone. So now it's going to put him at a +2, and we're going to have to end up trying to push him out. So the AMX-10 here, just getting shots on my Matschutzen. I have 2 T-72Ms though, so we're just going to push those up to deal with that AMX-10, as an AMX-10 out in the open is something I want to deal with as quickly as possible, because that's where they're easiest to take out and end up getting the kill there. So we're going to decide to now start pressing the right. On the left, you can see I pushed up my special off clever just a little bit, spotting another AMX-10 RC here. So as soon as we spot that, you can see I'm going to move up this T-72M, or just T-72, and try and take that out, as even more AMXs are opening up here on my Matschutzen squad. So going to buy a bomber, and I'm just looking at where they're firing, trying to figure out the best spot for where I want to drop those bombs. Haven't fully decided yet if I want to use it here, as I'm concentrating on this engagement. Just trying to finish off this other AMX-10 here. Fortunately, do miss, and he ends up getting the smoke. So you can see, calling in my bomber now. And that's going to be going right for this little patch of AMX 10 Serbalines. And I'm also moving up my recon in case they decide to retreat, so that way my T-72s can kind of catch them off guard. So gonna drop it kind of right in the middle of both of them. And you can see from the kill feed, we do get one of them. Do damage another AMX 10B there. And we're gonna start buying some infantry to take this little corner, because once we take this, and then have this, we can really start to put the pressure on his back objective. So T-72 trying to get this AMX as he retreats, but another tank shows up. Turns out to be a Brenus, and the AMX actually gets the side shot on my T-72 there. Helicopter here in the open, kind of using it as bait. Cubes trying to get the kill. Fortunately, not able to finish that off, so bit of a waste. And we have a Matschutzen and special Aufklärer moving across the open to try and push this CV out, followed up with 2 T-72s. So gonna pull back this helicopter for repairs, as we don't want to just lose this. Want to keep these alive as long as possible. And our T-72s with the infantry here, able to finish off another commando squad. So that's great for us. And because this AMX is out in the open, we're pushing up our T-72M to try and deal with that. And you can see we spot the CV in the corner as well. I don't need to bomb this or anything, because that would just be kind of a waste, especially if our bomber gets shot down. So just going to keep slowly pressing our T-72s and our infantry to deal with that, as we do take out the other AMX here with our T-72M. And because there was a tank here, you can see I'm routing my infantry to the left and then forward to try and dodge that Brenus that was over here. But it looks like he has moved, and now he's actually kind of get in line of sight of my infantry. So that's going to force me to unload and then just have to run these manually across. As in the middle, being fired upon by the Gazelle Hot 2s. So gonna have to smoke that guy off and get some more of these Strela 2Ms. Do finish off the Brennus here with the T-72M. And that's going to allow our infantry to move safely across the open to capture those buildings. So you can see my cubes, since they are full on ammo at the moment, we're going to just move these to the middle so that we can just try and deal with the Gazelle Hot 2s that way before my Strela units come up, as we also have a Strela here that's going to try and fire upon the Gazelle Hot. Taking out his AA, one unit at a time. Saw the Mistral there, just decided to go for it, as I am pretty comfortable with my AA setup. We do lose the bomber though, but we're at least able to take out another one of his Mirage 3s. So while I'm not happy with the trade of the bomber for the Mistral, we do at least destroy one of his aircraft in return, and it makes up for it. So you can see now, also my helicopter here, fully repaired. So I did buy another one just to support this advance, as this one was healing up. But now we at least have another helicopter in reserve that we can use. And feeling comfortable that he doesn't really have much here. We're going to start moving our tank CV forward. And our helicopter going to support our special AFCLAR by firing all these rockets at the flamer unit. That's a really great line of sight there to hit that building. And we spot an AMX-13 DCA. Gonna fire upon that with our T-72 leader, take that out, which allows our helicopter to stay in the air here. And you can see, by taking this area, we now can get free shots on his reinforcement road. So that's gonna put a lot of pressure on him here. Unfortunately, my T-72 leader there got sniped by a Gazelle Hot 2. This one right here. So you can see it just had line of sight on that corner where I was hiding, and I didn't realize it in time, so wasn't able to smoke that off. Mirage F1C coming for my Mi-24P there. Cubes, though, finally gonna hit both times and destroy that. And on this side, gonna take out a recon helicopter to blind him over here. As you can see, all our units in the rear now starting to advance and put a lot of pressure of them over this area, which can then allow me to further get a CV in here, or some tanks or ATGMs, and basically lock him out of the open space, force him to have to put units here to try and defend, and we don't even have to attack here, we can just contest the zone. So on this side, it's about another AMX-10RC. I want to take these out as quickly as possible, so just rushing the T-72M towards that. And our helicopter going to be dealing with the infantry. As I know, I've taken a majority of his AA out. Just see the rolling 3 in the rear there. Still got to take out this Gazelle Hot 2 though before we can push our T-72s up close. And our T-72M on the right, able to take out that AMX-10. Tank firing upon my T-72 as I move it up. Gonna be a tank leader, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna smoke that off, pull him back, try and repair, and try and move our infantry to take that out. So you can see already getting aggressive with the infantry, trying to finish off this leader unit. And our fresh batch of T-72s are gonna be showing up. On this side, just out of range to be able to hit that AMX. Try to smoke it off, but it does end up going down. And this T-72 gonna try and hit the leader if he tries to retreat. We at least are able to hit the roll-in once. And our Cubes hitting the Jaguar ATGM again, trying to finish it off with the MiG-23. Not able to get the finishing blow though, as our last missile is also going to miss. And now our Cubes We're actually out of ammo, but that's okay because I have pretty decent ground A here with all these Strelas just kind of scattered around. And this Mirage F1C isn't really going to do much behind my line. As you can see, my chopper here is landed, and my chopper here was on low or was actually landed, but now I'm bringing it up to deal with this AMX-10 and kind of forcing his plane to fly over all my AA if he wants to take that out. Did try and call in a bomber to destroy that as quickly as possible. Our T-72 does it anyways, and sure enough, the Mirage flies over all my Strelas, and you can see we get some really good hits there, able to take that out. And our T-72Ms are allowed to push up to the front. Strelas just going to be trying to shoot down this Alouette. Able to get the kill there. And our T-72s on the edge here are able to keep out his reinforcements. Also bringing over my chopper here in case he has anything that wants to fire upon my infantry as they move to this other building. And my other chopper that's on full health, I'm just using as more of a defensive tool at this point behind all my Strelas. And gonna move up my Coups and bring in a resupply for them as well. As now we just need to spot the CV in the corner here. So gonna move across some infantry to this area to try and spot where this command is. As we have really good control of the opposing zone. And we do end up spotting the VAB PC there, able to take that out, and you can see our Strelas at the front, able to kill another Gazelle Hot 2, and this puts us at a nice +4 with 22 minutes left. Very firm control of that zone, and our opponent sees the light at the end of the tunnel there, sees no way back into the game, and does surrender. So you can see really good kill to loss ratio there. Just to go over the kill feed here, T-72Ms performing very well. And on his side, the plane start was very scary, but once we were able to kind of get our cubes up, get them actually supplied, we were able to shut down the airplay pretty quickly, and that basically allowed us to win this game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.